Okay.
Okay, so here we go. So, welcome to another edition of Real Talk with Real People. This is author speaking. I am Karoline Bethea-Jones, and I'm here with my co-host today, Miss Renee Marshall McKinley.
Hello.
And Renee, it's been a moment since we got together. Not since we got together, because we were just together.
And it wasn't a still moment because we've been moving through this moment.
Yes, we have. We have been moving through this, but this is our first author speak of the season. So it is because we start our seasons in September.
That's what it is.
Yes.
I know we did the taping. Mm-hmm. We had multiple shows going on at that time. Okay, all right. Let's get into it.
Yes. So this is our first taping of the season, and I'm very happy to be back here because I've missed the podcast. I can't say I missed you because I've seen you. And before we get into our episode of Author Speak, let's talk about what we just did because see, I'm still on cloud nine. And all of this to me is related.
It is all connected.
We
are all connected.
That's exactly right.
The chain link is so tight. So Karoline just mentioned that she did just to me just last Saturday.
That's right.
Saturday.
Why? Tell us why.
Because last Saturday, Bells in Bloom, our pictorial experience, turned 5 years old.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it turned 5.
That's
I
right.
can't believe it. It started as a dream in 2020. And it's been going on strong. So we celebrated our 5th year. We were decked out in fiery, spicy orange. The ladies came and brought it. And then that was in the morning time because we saw each other again in the afternoon.
In the evening time. Why?
Because it was my birthday.
That's right.
It was my birthday.
And the one thing we love doing is celebrating birthdays. We celebrate birthdays. Yes, we do.
So last Saturday was a dual birthday celebration.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Scorpio/Libras because my birthday's on the cusp, October 23rd.
Okay.
Hello, y'all.
Okay. And that's good. I'm glad that you mentioned it that way because later on in the show we're gonna talk about the birthday slash something
because
or
it's
another.
A slash.
There's always a slash. So I love that she celebrated another year of the anniversary of Bells in Bloom.
Yes.
Slash her birthday.
Slash my birthday.
And that's a very important thing because we're gonna talk about my birthday coming up in May 20th of 2026, but we also going to talk about we going to talk today about my book release, Deception, which will be released on May 20th, my birthday, my 65th birthday.
You better say it.
I'm going to say that because celebrations are real, and I'm going to say that. But we're going to talk about Deception. We're going to get to that
real quick.
Yeah,
real quick. Last time we were here, you were still writing.
Yes. So I'm glad that you remembered that because we talked briefly about how I was still working on Deception.
On the last two
I was like the last two chapters.
Right there. Y'all.
That's
y'all
right.
Don't know what I see in front of me right here, y'all. It's here. Come on, we're going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it yet.
Not right now.
We are going to talk about it. And what Renee is saying is that I have a copy in my hand. It's the only copy. Y'all don't got no copy yet because it's not going to be released. So that's why she's sitting here in excitement because she see the copy sitting on the table right here.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
But before we get into that.
All right.
I want to remind us why we're here. We're here because Renee and I are authors.
Yes. Shout out to authors.
We're going to shout out to all the authors. And Renee is a brand new author.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And I'm always encouraging Renee.
She does.
to make this not her one and only book.
But wait, it's not.
It's not. It's not.
My one and only. But then I have 2 collaborations.
You have 2 collaborations. Yes, you do.
You, me, and AJ... We have a baby collaboration.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We have a collaboration.
Yes. And then I have another one. What was it? Never Fear Your Fire.
There you go.
Lord,
so my girl's been writing.
Come on, talk about it.
My girl's been writing, and we talked about doing something with Bells in Bloom in writing. You're doing it in photos.
Yes.
But we also talked about doing it in writing too. So that's projects, and what we love to do when we talk about projects is that we bring them into the atmosphere so that we can start developing.
That's right. That's right. And y'all, I'm telling you, it's so many things that I could write about, we could collaborate about in Bells in Bloom. I mean, the colors.
The colors, absolutely.
The seasons. It's just the pictures itself, right? The
That's
women
right.
of
The
Bells and
experience.
Bloom. The experience.
Because this was only my second experience with Bells and Bloom, right?
Yo, so ready for the next one.
I'm ready for the next one already.
Goodness. I'm ready too.
God. Why don't you tell them about the next one?
Okay, so believe it or not, Bells and Bloom, right? So it's a pictorial experience primarily for women, and my son. So I bounce a lot of things off my son, my oldest son. I only have one son, but my oldest son, Jocelyn's my second baby. So we were talking, and he said, "Mom, you know Bridgerton is hot, right?" I said, "Yeah, because I love Bridgerton." He said, "Why don't y'all do a Bridgerton theme?" You know, of course, we can't call it Bridgerton because
No, of course not.
shout out to Shonda Rhimes. She got that on lock.
That's right.
But we are going to stand up, parade like the queens that we are, April 25th, 2026 at the illustrious Newark Museum.
Amen.
The
That's
women
right.
are coming, believe it or not. So I posted our orange picture on Facebook this morning.
And it's fabulous.
And it's fabulous. The feedback that I'm getting already
It's fabulous.
before. So you sent me a text. I'm paying next week. I woke up to somebody saying, "Jeanette, shout out to Jeanette. Renee, I just paid." I said, "Okay, girl."
Well,
okay.
even though I told you I was paying next week, but I paid today because
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
paid
listen,
today.
I just because I want to get my dress, and I feel like, girl, how you gonna go get your dress and you didn't even pay yet? So pay first and then go get your
my
dress.
God. Shout out to Jocelyn with the early birds. Shout out to Jocelyn with the early birds.
Absolutely,
I said, "Jocelyn, it's coming. It's happening.
it's happening."
We gonna come up there with some royal queendom up in there, some princesses coming through there. I cannot wait for this shoot.
I can't wait for this shoot too. And you know what? It has sparked me to start watching Bridgerton again as we're waiting for the next season, right?
Yes.
Because and now because you know us, our
Yes.
creatives, so I'm watching it. Although I don't need to watch it again because I know what's happening, but
Yes.
I'm watching it now for the attire.
I know.
Yes.
The aesthetics. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Because I have nothing like that. I have no queen ball dresses. Right? We dress up. We do what we
dress
gotta
up.
do.
And the thing about it is that I love that we do it, and I love that it's the Regency style.
Yes.
Because Regency style dresses you can wear again.
You can.
Like I'm not doing that
Yeah.
queen ball thing because I'll be only wearing that one time and then feeling like, okay, I don't
But you
bought
can
this for
take the
one
poof
time. No,
out. You
no,
can take the
nope, and no.
petticoat out.
Nope, I will keep to my Regency dress, girl.
I can't. But you know, the women bring such passion to their attire.
Yes.
So I cannot wait to see what the women decide is gonna call them their queen. You know, the inner queen. How they're gonna bring out their inner queen.
Because
I can't wait to see what that
it's
looks
not
like.
just the dress; it is the attitude. It is the way you present yourself.
Yes.
It's the jewelry. It's the hair. It's, you know.
Come on, somebody, because
That's
we're going to walk in there like some royalty for sure. And we wore purple. We did a purple shoot.
Yes.
And purple shoot, you know, purple is royalty. But I can't wait to see what the actual queens come in. I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to that too. It's really going to be nice.
Yes.
And again, when we talk about being able to write, because you're saying, what does this have to do? It has a lot to do with writing. Because when we're talking about Shonda Rhimes, and we're talking about the writing,
Yes.
and all of that.
Shonda's imagination.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. And she has several shows out
Yes.
right now. And I just can't even wrap my head around how these things are popping into her head.
Exactly.
Right? Because we all know, yes, Renee knows. She says that she can't write fiction. You know, I just can't be that creative. But I'm working on it because obviously with these costumes and things, and I come up with the colors and I come up with the locations and things, all that comes with a vision.
And it is fiction because this is not real life stuff, but you're
right.
And like, you know, and I had to tell your daughter Jocelyn, thank you so much for giving us a forum for us to come and play dress up. I have so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
And it really is because of Jocelyn. It's because of Dad, rest his soul.
Yes.
But I reached out to Jocelyn and said, "Oh, I want to do something for my birthday. What do you think about a little photo shoot?" I was flipping through a magazine. And this woman had on this beautiful pink suit, dark skin, beautiful pink suit. And I said, "You think I could wear something like this? You know, you think we could do this?"
Clearly
she
you
said
can.
yes. She said yes. And I said, "Well, you know, we don't have that much time before my birthday." And she said, "Mom, just put it out there. Let's just do it." We had maybe 2 weeks. And we had many women. Yeah. And the women showed up and showed out. And they said, "Let's do it again." I was like, "Do it again?"
Well, I'm glad you did it again because it gave me an opportunity to participate in the purple and now in the orange. Yes. And now I cannot wait to arrive to the ballroom.
Yes. I can't wait. I can't wait for this. And purple was right on time because you love purple.
I love purple. Purple is the reason why I did it in the first place.
Y'all don't know. She is the purple. She and her husband are the king and queen of purple.
We love purple. And orange was a challenge for me because because I love the color orange, but I always had the challenge. We talked about the challenges of my skin tone and stuff like that, and how orange would, And I'm trying to pull myself out of that whole idea of I can wear whatever color I want to wear.
Let's just tap into the melanin for a second.
Yes.
Because I believe we were meant to wear every single color that God put on this earth.
I believe that now, and this is what I mean about how this helps with self-esteem.
Yes,
because it was like before, I don't know. But to see all that melanin popping in that orange was really,
and it was different colors of melanin.
Different colors, yes, different colors of melanin,
and beautiful. Just beautiful, and everybody embraced it.
Yeah,
what happened with me though? I had a little challenge because the only thing that came for me was my skirt. I ordered it. Mm-hmm. We ordered back in October. Mm-hmm. And the postal system, what's going on today? Nobody wanted me to be great. But let me just tell you something.
Girl, I had the problem too.
We was pulling stuff out the air and piecing stuff together with a Band-Aid, and it was just amazing.
It was amazing. You looked amazing.
Thank you so much.
You looked amazing. So we just gonna say
tape. That was just tape, y'all.
It's okay. Listen, the camera does wonderful things.
And it would say less. So thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, camera. Thank you to all the bells and blue. Y'all rock that.
We're gonna do that. So I want to talk to you a little bit about because like I said, we have our books on the table, y'all.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk about ourselves for a little while.
Yeah, okay.
I was talking to someone, like a little coach, who was giving me some advice.
Okay.
And one of the things she said is that basically I had already been saying for months that I had to put myself back on the agenda.
That's what it is.
Because I do so much stuff for everybody else.
Yes.
I do so much stuff, which is why it took me 19 years to finish writing this book. The book was started as soon as I finished the second part. As soon as I finished Fragile Heart, I started Deception, but I got so many distractions.
Yeah. So life was happening.
Life was lifing.
Life was lifing.
Yes.
And that's a real thing, y'all.
Life was lifing. Things were happening. Yeah. I was writing a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there.
19 years. You became a mother-in-law. You became a grandmother. You ran for some offices.
I ran for offices. I had a brand new job that I've been on for 10 years. I got my doctorate in theology.
I'm sitting in front of her. She is she. I'm sitting in front of she right now. Caroline wears many hats. And she is that girl. That girl.
But I was stressing myself out so bad, and and every now and then one of my fans, because I have fans.
Because you do.
One of my fans would say, "Girl, when you gonna finish that book?" And then I would have new people read Someone to Love and read Fragile Heart, and they're like, "Okay, so where is Deception?" And I was like, "Girl, you know what? I don't want to be dead in my grave." And then people say, "Look, she did not finish."
That's right.
I said, "Girl, we're going to stop and we're going to finish this."
Do you know, quite honestly, so I had a vision. God gave me a vision to write a book. Mm-hmm. But what made me finish this book, I had a challenge. Somebody gave me a challenge. Cece, she's a belle too. She said, "Oh, man, every year she comes up with this list of things that she wants to do. And one of the things was to finish her book." And I said, "Oh, man." And I always look at her list and say, "What can I take from that list?"
Yeah.
So I said, "See, I'm gonna take writing a book from your list." Finally finished it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I wonder if I could." Now here I go wondering. I wonder if I could write another one, right? Because once you get bit,
yeah, and that's the way it should be. Actually,
you get bit.
Yeah.
And my cousin said to me, or he said it to somebody, "There's so many graves out there with books in them." Mm-hmm. That means people have an idea of something they want to do
and never
write a book and never do it,
and
for whatever reason.
Or anything,
But
right?
that's why this podcast is so important, because we pull out tips, tricks, how we got started, how somebody else got started. Because
That's
we
right.
do interview other authors, and everybody's process is different.
That's right.
So this podcast is perfect.
Yeah.
To get the books out before they get into the grave.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm always encouraging people.
Yeah.
I'm always encouraging people to just write.
Just write something.
You know, just write something. But you know what? We live in a society where people are so critical
of themselves, of everybody
else. I mean, like you'll have somebody who ain't never wrote a book, who ain't never wrote a song, who ain't never did a thing, but will sit there and criticize you
because they could do it better, but haven't done it yet.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They study. They steady criticizing you.
Yes.
They're steady.
Yes.
But then you look around and you're feeling like, oh my God, you know, I can't do this. And you look around, you taking this advice from somebody who ain't done nothing.
Nothing.
But they over here telling you what you can't do.
Oh yeah. Well, I would do this and I would do that, but where's
yours?
Well, that's cool, but let me see it.
Exactly. So that's not what I do, and that's not what you do.
No, not at all.
We encourage everyone. If you have a dream,
Absolutely.
Please don't let nobody stand in between your dream. And guess what happens when you do something over and over again? Guess what happens?
What happens, Karoline?
You get better and better.
You do.
All right?
You do.
So maybe the first book you wrote, it was an okay book.
Right.
But you know what? You keep on trying. You don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop because you had something that was okay. Because you know you have it in you.
You do, and that's the thing, you know, to let people feel that they can actually do it.
That's right.
Because they feel like that, you know, they can imagine it happening, but they don't believe in themselves that they can actually do it.
And I feel like it's up to us who know that we have it in us.
Yeah.
And if we can be a light for somebody, if we can be just a spark for someone to say, you know, because Renee, let me tell you something. There are people who are watching you. There are people who are watching me. Yeah. And I want to make sure that everything that I'm doing for those unnamed people who are watching me, I'm hoping it's going to inspire you to do something. Because I don't know who you are that's watching me, but I am not unaware that people are watching me.
And you know what? You realize people watch, right? But people don't always show. Mm-mm. But when you run into people and they say, hey, girl, I love what you're doing with Bells and Bloom.
That's right.
Hey, girl, I was at a 75th birthday party. Gentleman said, sis, Renee. He said, you know, your book is on my table. You know, I got my son reading your book.
Okay.
His son is in grammar school.
Okay. Don't
I
start.
said, wow. Then I was in the grocery store and shopping for something, I have no idea, Bells and Bloom. And I'm looking to my right, but you know your peripheral, you can see somebody coming. Mm-hmm. So I saw this lady walking up to me, and she said, Renee. I said, well, because you know you startled. Mm-hmm. I said, oh my God, sis. She said, Renee, Bells and Bloom, I love it. I love it.
Because people are watching.
People
are watching. And what you are is an inspiration. Because Renee, you are an inspiration to me. You are. And even though you always talk me up, and I love it. But in the same way that I inspire you, you inspire me. We feed off each other. I love your energy. I love the inspiration that you give me to keep on creating.
Because that's what's in here. Y'all, if y'all can see me, I have my hand up because for me, I don't feel like I'm doing that. That's not my purpose to do that. You know, you put out the good and hopefully you get good back. So I just do that because that's what God wants me to do.
Exactly.
That's the person who
I am. In your calling.
Yes.
And that I'm glad you said. Because regardless of what anybody think about me,
yes.
I'm walking in my calling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I don't need you to tell me my calling is.
That's right.
I know what my calling is.
Because you show up in it.
I show up in it.
Every single time.
I have not stopped. I have not stopped. I've been writing since I was 11 years old. I have not gotten discouraged and said, I'm not going to do this writing thing.
Right.
And even though Deception took 19 years for me to finish, let's talk about the in between.
Yeah.
Because there were lots of short stories and poetry and plays.
Yes.
And theological work in between.
See, it's
so that 19 years was 19 years of writing.
That's what I mean.
But I'm talking just it took me that long to come back to Deception.
Yes.
There was things in Deception that I wanted to make sure that I presented.
Sure.
Right? I needed Deception to be true to Someone to Love and Fragile Heart.
Absolutely.
But I needed to also show growth, because in that 19 years, I had grown as a writer.
Yeah.
And I needed to find growth for my characters, Stephanie and Terry.
Yes.
And when we talk about characters, because you and I like to talk about the elements of book writing, right? Yes. So we know we did characterizations. We know characters. So Stephanie and Terry are real people to me, although they are fictional characters.
Yes. But you've lived with Stephanie and Terry for how long? More than 20 years.
More, because Someone to Love was released, I believe, in 2001.
Wow.
So, so I've lived with these characters for so long. Yeah. I feel like they're part of my life. Even though they're my creation. Yeah. They did not exist until I created them on paper.
You brought them to life.
But I brought them to life. Yes. So I needed Stephanie and Terry's story to be told. And I needed Stephanie to have a finale that was,
Yes.
And anybody who's read Someone to Love and Fragile Heart, and I know that you have, so you know what I'm talking about. Yes. We needed I needed a positive ending for.
I can't wait
for Stephanie.
I'm telling y'all, my mouth is salivating over here because we talked about it last season. Yeah. We're talking about it today. I know May is coming.
It is coming.
It's coming.
It'll be here before you know it, though.
But just to see the product on the table, y'all, I came in, I said, wait a minute.
And I'm like, and everybody, it's so funny. Everybody, I just show people the book. They want to touch it. I'm like, you can't touch it. They're like, oh, let me just read it. No, you can't read it. You can't read it. You can't touch it. You can just see. I want you to see that it's real, y'all. But you can't have it yet.
Let me see the back of that.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Because come on, full circle.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm getting ready to tell you, it's not even going to be this picture. It's going to be the new one that we did in orange, because look, the coloring of the book is going to be my orange photo. So what Renee is talking about right now, because like I said, I have an advanced copy of the book, so I can go over and make sure everything is in its rightful place. And so she's looking at the picture of me. She
flipped it real quick
on the back of the book, and she's like, wait a minute, because it is the Bells and Bloom photo shoot, my purple photo shoot. But I told her that was just a placeholder for my orange photo shoot. Because this is why I'm saying how important it was. This is why we started with Bells and Bloom, because Bells and Bloom has become the fabric of my life now too. And you see how it all comes full circle?
It comes together. I'm telling you, we are woven together. Mm-hmm. It's the sisterhood for me. You don't know how you're touching somebody in this sisterhood.
That's what I'm saying.
But the sisterhood is open to everybody. We reach and touch whoever wants to be reached and touched.
Exactly.
We are connected.
We are very connected. So my orange photo shoot would be will be the back cover of my book. The photo that her daughter Jocelyn took of me, which is why I wanted to make sure I chose something that was worthy of the back of the book, and I did choose. I chose my two.
You got your two. All right. Yay.
But so let's talk a little bit. Yes. Okay. Let's we're on track, because we're always on track, because this is always relevant. Yes. But I want to talk about your book right now. Yeah. Pouring. Yeah. I want to talk about pouring, because we didn't really what we do when we have a guest, which we love, and we're gonna be back. We love guests. Yes. We're gonna be back with a guest, because we got two guests already round up.
Okay.
You know the two,
and that came from Bells and Bloom dinner.
Right.
Keep on giving.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. We can't get away from this. We are connected. This is a full circle moment here. 100. So we have two young ladies from Bells and Bloom who are also authors, and we're going to be interviewing them coming up. But what me and Renee never really get a chance to do is talk about our own books. We don't. And we want to give everybody an opportunity. Yes. But what we want to do right here today is we actually want to talk about our books. Because I want to talk about Someone to Love and Fragile Heart, because I want to get my new readers out there an opportunity to read both Someone to Love and Fragile Heart before they get their hands on Deception and May. But I want you, if you don't mind, I want you to read a little bit from Pouring. I want you to pick something that you think that you want to, and I want you to give us a little bit of Pouring.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Pouring, and so Pouring is the story of sisterhood, right? Yeah. We all know that there were 9 sisters all together. Some of us were from grammar school, and some of us from high school and work relationships and college. I'm looking at the back to see where we know each other. And actually, some of us were just together this week because we went glamping in the camps, in the Catskills. So, yeah, shout out to you all, Pouring Sisters. All right, so we're talking about women. Yeah. And we're talking about queendom. Bridgerton is coming up, and we're going to be putting on the airs for that. But this poem, which I didn't even know I was a little baby poet. Oh, but this one, yes. This is called She Is. Okay, so she is a queen, a force to be reckoned with, a shoulder to lean on, a warrior and a survivor, a voice of reason, a source of strength, a beautiful soul, a motivator and encourager, a caring, loving, and blessed woman of God, a cheerleader when needed, a laugh factory on any day, a phone call away. My sister today, my sister yesterday, today, and forever. Renee Marshall McKinley. All right. And I believe that I am these things.
You are those things. So I can definitely tell you that you are those things.
And I surround myself with people who are these things.
Yes.
My girls, my women, the women I run into, they are, she is, we are this.
Yeah.
Yesterday, today, and forever.
Exactly. And we are exactly what Bells in Bloom represent, because we are bells and we are in bloom. We are forever blooming.
Forever blooming. You get me, Karoline.
I do get me. Listen, I got you from the very beginning, which is the reason why I wanted so desperately for us to come together.
Yes.
And, we've worked together in the past before.
Yes.
So we've always had a connection. We've always worked together very well. Yes, so this was just a magnificent pairing, I thought.
It was timing. She asked me and I said, yeah.
She sure did. She didn't even say, let me think about it. Let me get back to you. It was
starting this.
Yes.
When we going to do this thing?
When we going to do this? Absolutely.
Yes.
So one more time, can you tell me what motivated you, beside the fact that all of you all grew up together? Yeah. Well, you can still grow up together with somebody and never even think about writing a book. So tell us one more time what motivated you to, and there's 9 of you, right?
Yeah, 9 of us. Yeah. And got, Gail's going on to glory, because otherwise she would have been, she's in this book, but she would have had something to write in this book too.
Yeah.
So what motivated me to pull Pouring together, and shout out to my daughter-in-law who helped me with the title, because I had just a story of sisterhood, but it was something in here that I wrote that we were pouring into each other. She said, "Mom, that's it. Just it's pouring."
Yeah.
I said, "Ooh." Yeah.
I love the title too.
I said, "Oh yeah, you're right. We pour into each other all the time." But what motivated me to write this book? Like I said, I started. It was a vision in 2017 that I just wanted to write something. I had no idea, no clue what it was going to be about, but I knew that it had to be about sisterhood, because my entire life has been developing these relationships with my 2 sisters, my biological sisters, and these group of women. Yeah. We've been surrounding ourselves with each other for I ain't telling my age, but for many, many, many
she
years. She
don't look her age. It don't matter.
For many, many years. And so I wanted to, when you with some people and you want to just bring them on. And that's always been me. Nobody's too heavy.
Yeah.
I know I want to bring people with me, but I know everybody can't come. Everybody cannot come. Mm-hmm. But this particular group and this particular project, they needed to come. They needed to come and share their experience and be a part of this project. So when I circle back, again, with my father passed, circle back and I said, girls, we need to write a book. Remember we said we were going to do XYZ? I didn't even do all of that. Mm-hmm. I came up with some questions and I said, I need help. Can you help me? Can you help me? And people love to help.
Yeah.
Sometimes they kick and scream, but nobody kicked and screamed on this one. I just said individually, I need your help. And they said yes. I wrote out some questions. And as I started writing out the questions, I could see the book coming together.
That vision.
You're
talking about vision right now.
Yes, it was coming together because I had no idea. I didn't even write my part. I had no words, nothing. And they came, they answered. And once they gave me the information, shout out to Bells and Bloom again.
That's right.
I had most of the pictures. The pictures that are in here of these sisters, mm-hmm. it's because Jocelyn had taken them from Bells and Bloom at different points.
At different points.
At different points. And so I said, okay. Then I formatted the picture. I had no idea about how to write a book. Then I said, we need a picture. Let's put the picture here. Then I said, guys, if you could just give me a little bit of bio about yourself. They were like, okay, thumbs up. No, they didn't say that yet. So they just sent me a little bio. I critiqued it, wrote it out. Some of them didn't even have a bio. Some of them didn't even know what a bio was. Mm-hmm. So because we were in the industry that we were, we going to learn it. We going to figure it out. So I helped some of them with a bio. And at the end of that, I said, guess what, ladies? We wrote a book. And they were like, no way, is that what you were doing? So if I had told them the truth from the door, I probably would have had resistance.
Okay, yeah.
Because some people don't feel confident in themselves.
Some people don't feel confident. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it all depends on how you ask for what you need.
And how you encourage.
Yeah. Because I told them, hey, you could just answer the questions truthfully,
Absolutely.
And just write a brief bio. It doesn't have to be anything heavy. Again, they didn't know what the project was. So it's just for fun. It's just for fun.
So let me ask you. So after the project was finished, how did they feel? Let's talk about that. How did they feel?
So they were so excited.
Exactly.
They were so... It's funny because they always say, Renee, you just do everything. Because I don't have that. I can't do it 100%. Mm-hmm. Because we all pause and procrastinate, blah, blah, blah. But if I say I'm going to do something, we're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
They were like, oh my God, I can't believe we wrote a book. Because then they had to change it.
Yeah.
I can't believe we wrote a book. Renee, you always making us do stuff in a positive way.
Yeah.
They were so excited. So then I said, okay, now we got to start selling books. How are we going to do it? So I had an idea. I said, reach out to your people and let's pre-sell. Yeah. Anybody who pre-sells, because the book wasn't finished.
Yeah.
Anybody who pre-sells the book will have their name in the book.
Oh. I might want to think about that.
You might want to think about that.
Yeah, that might be something I might want to think about.
That right there, when people get their hands on something and see their names in the book and know that they're helping out their friend or their loved one, you can't lose with that. Because again, people want to help you.
Yeah.
People want to support you.
That is true.
People want to encourage you.
That is true.
And so once we did that, then I was able to put the whole book together. Then I said, oh Lord, now the people who pre-sold, we got to personalize these books. So I had to order the books, pass them out to the sisters, let them sign the books. Yeah. It was a whole thing. But that, that's how the whole project came together. It was consuming. And if I thought about it, would I do the same? I would say yes.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
I was gonna say if she said any other answer besides I would do it again. Yeah. Because every time I think about all the work that I've put into the process itself, would I do it again? Yes. Because remember my quote. and it's my quote always plays into the things that I do. Don't ask the world what it needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then go do that. Because see, the thing is that everything that I do pertaining to my writing makes me come alive. It makes me come alive. That's how come I know it's my calling, Renee. Ooh. Because when I am sitting down and I'm pouring hours into the development of these stories, when I am putting hours into the putting it together, the looking at it, the doing the editing, the doing it, I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I am in my place of joy.
And let me just say something. That Deception book looks bigger than the Fragile Heart.
It is bigger. So if it would have been the same size, I got a different sizing, because if it would have been the same size, it would have been a thicker book. Yes. And I didn't really want it that thick. Yes. I want people to say, I ain't reading that because look how big that is. Because my son says you need to give them bite size. To give you an example of what I'm talking about, because you also know, like you said, with Bells in Bloom, that's all together, but also too, I have that same sisterhood in my ministry.
Yes, you do.
So in my ministry, Sisters Helping Sisters in Christ ministry, I also give them assignments, right? And they're always telling me, oh my gosh, she's giving me so much. So I understand that people don't like to do a lot of things. Yes. And so unless you are an avid reader, you're going to look at a book and say, look, that book is thick and I ain't reading it. Right? So, by changing the size a little bit, it doesn't look as thick as...
But that's the growth of it, right? So you got her first book was A Little Swan, Love Bite. Yes.
But my first book has more pages than the rest of them. Yes, it does. My first book, Someone to Love, has like 300 and some pages.
Oh. But I think the size is deceptive,
the size,
right?
Right.
Yes.
The size is deceptive. There's 359 pages in Someone to Love.
Yeah.
Fragile Heart has... 279 pages, right? Okay. And I'm saying, and for this one, it's really 238 pages. What? So it's also the size of the print. Yeah. Someone to Love's print was smaller.
Okay.
And it was even difficult for me to read it after a while because my eyes were starting to fail me.
Ma'am, glasses.
Yes, so I wanted to make sure. That's another thing that we talk about.
Yes.
In the production part of it.
Yes.
People's eyes are failing them, and they're not going to read small print.
No. Mm-mm.
So that's another thing I tried to consider when I was also doing the writing.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to read anything from my books because I want y'all to really read these yourself. But I will tell you about.
Okay, because you got to give us something.
I'm going to give you something. Okay. So, Someone to Love.
Yeah.
So, I'll read the back cover.
Okay, there we go.
Someone to Love. Okay.
Okay.
So, Someone to Love.
Sip my tea.
So, Stephanie Taylor has spent her whole life looking for someone to love and someone to love her. Uh-huh. She thought she found it in a handsome and very sexy Terry Collins. Terry Collins was an up-and-coming music producer whose charm and gentle spirit captivated Stephanie. Yeah. Terry was looking for his soulmate, and he thought he found it in an innocent young beauty named Stephanie. So Someone to Love is the story of Terry and Stephanie Collins, a married couple trying to cope with lies and deception while putting the pieces of their 15-year marriage back together. And yes, it is scandalizing, just like it says.
It is, y'all.
Okay, and then we move on to Fragile Heart.
Okay, let's see what Fragile Heart talking about.
So, Fragile Heart says, looking into the lives of Mr. and Mrs. Collins, Karoline Bethea-Jones returns with the exciting second installment that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Yes. Where will Stephanie go from here? Her marriage to Terry Collins is on the rocks, and a new man has come into her life. While being pulled in every direction by her friends, mother, therapist, and the church, Stephanie is on the verge of a breakdown. Meanwhile, Terry has some issues of his own. In too deep with his lies, all of the scheming is about to catch up with him. Can Terry make things right again? Can their marriage be saved through counseling? Can Stephanie succeed in the fashion business with her best friend at her side? At a time when Stephanie and Terry are at their weakest, they must deal with the demons of their past, the confusion of their present, and the hopes for their future. Fragile Heart is the story of two people desperately trying to be whole again.
Yeah. Yo, now that's just the back of the book. Can you imagine what those pages?
Exactly.
Those pages are reading like.
Exactly. Now we're gonna move on to deception. Deception. Stephanie Collins thought she had it all: a loving husband, a beautiful home, and a life built on trust. Mm-hmm. But everything shatters when she uncovers Terry's darkest secret: a hidden wife and child from a past he never left behind. For 20 years, Stephanie lived a lie, trapped in a marriage woven with betrayal and infidelity and deception. Now, with her world crumbling, she must summon the strength to walk away and reclaim her future. But every secret has a price, and Stephanie is about to pay it in full.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
I am excited about all three of my books, actually, because I put a lot of work in creating these characters and really bringing them to life. So Stephanie and Terry Collins have gone on a journey. They have been on a journey.
Wow.
And I will tell you that I'm very, very excited to have finished Deception.
Yes. Yeah. I am so excited for you. When she told me that she was fit, I said, "Oh, what? Say less." I am so ready. I'm one of our other bells. Two of our other bells actually wrote a book, as Karoline had mentioned earlier. Yeah. And I was trying to get my hands on one. She was selling it through Amazon, but when she was coming to the dinner, I said, "Bring my copy," because we trunk sellers, right?
Yeah, me
so
too.
we I'm talking about you and her.
Yeah,
we will have our.
I got books in my car right now.
Because see, we know the game.
That's right.
We old. I might be new school to writing, but we know the game of selling.
That's right.
So we're old school. So I reached out. I said, "Hey, bring me your book." Because once you put it out there, you should have it in your hand.
You should have it in your hand. So she said,
"Renee, it's not here yet. It's online." I said, "Oh man."
Yeah, because she could have got some sales too.
Sales right there, right there. Because as soon as I saw that posting, I said, "Bring me the book. I got your money. What you want? Cash App? What you want?"
Absolutely.
So that's a tip, right? So when you put your books out there and you're selling online, get you a few copies in your hand to be prepared sell if somebody says, "Hey, I just saw your post. Let me get it."
Yeah.
Try not to turn away that money. I'm just saying,
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I did my post this morning, but I said, for those of you who have not read Someone to Love and Fragile Heart yet,
so
you contact me.
Yes.
I have physical books. It is on Amazon as a Kindle book.
Yes.
Because my books are older, they're already out of print.
Yeah.
Well, they can get them from me, but But I'm saying, so contact me. So I can give you can have an opportunity to purchase Someone to Love and Fragile Heart before Deception drops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, that just brought me to a question. So you said that they're out of print.
Yeah.
But you produced them through Amazon?
Oh, I can put them back in print.
Okay, because I'm still new to the game, yo.
Yeah. I can start all over. In fact,
talk about that.
I intended to. Yeah. I actually put because they're already there as because remember, when I started with Amazon, it was when you had to send the books to Amazon, and then back in 2001 when I published Someone to Love.
She's dropping nuggets, y'all.
Yeah, I am. So I purchased the books.
Okay.
And then because it was on consignment, so I just like everybody's on consignment right now at Amazon. You send them the products, and then they send it to the printer.
Yeah.
Things are different now because now they're print on demand. So therefore, my books were no longer in stock with them. So I would have to redo them.
Okay.
So that they can be printed on demand. And I probably will.
So in today's terms, that means uploading the file now.
And then printing it on demand. Oh. But the truth is, and I'm going to be truthful because I'm always truthful. I have so much product that I want purchase the book for me so I can get rid of my
absolutely.
I can get rid of my warehouse.
Hello. Now, Okay, no, I never even knew
and then I'll
how
put
that
them on
went
demand.
back in the day. Because I'm the newbie to this whole process, and which is great because I love talking to Karoline because she comes with a wealth of knowledge. So I had not even known that. I've seen books that said out of print. Yeah. Now I didn't know whether the person took them out of print. Amazon gives you a certain amount of time that you can have them up there. So I didn't know how that went. Oh,
so
okay.
all of my other books are print on demand. So all of my short stories.
Because they came later. Okay.
So my first couple of books, again, I purchased. So I have boxes of these books.
Oh, we got to have some sales.
In my basement, exactly.
We got it, because we talked about project.
Yeah, exactly. So, so I want you to purchase from me.
Yes,
because,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I get it.
Because I need to get my stock. I need to.
Right.
And then once I depleted my stock, then we can do the on-demand at that point.
No, that's 100% makes sense. I get it now.
Because it doesn't make any sense that books are sitting in my...
Right. And I'm sure some people who are going to listen are going to be like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Okay, God. Oh.
So everyone has an opportunity to purchase Someone to Love. You can purchase it as a Kindle. If you are a Kindle person,
right,
then you can go on Amazon right now and get a Kindle version of both Someone to Love and Fragile Heart.
But you know what?
But if you want a physical book in your hand, you can get that from me.
Because that's what I was going to say, right?
Because I'm going to personally sign it and give an inscription, that type of, you ain't going to get that from a Kindle book.
That's right. Mm-hmm. You get to meet the author.
That's right.
See what she got to say, see how she developed it, and get an autograph.
Absolutely.
So hit her
and I want to
up.
say that both Renee and I, I'm confident enough to say that we are available for author events.
Oh, yes, we are.
So we are, at this moment, we are available.
Yes,
so like, I used to go out all the time after Someone to Love was published. I visited book clubs. I was invited to book clubs a lot where the women read my books, and then they invited me, and I came and I sat down, and we had these fantastic conversations about Stephanie and Terry. Oh my God, this is how come I know that these characters made an impression, and really, really made an impression, because when people hate your characters, then listen, these people ain't even real, y'all, but they getting all mad at Terry, mad at Stephanie too, like, girl, please get your life, get your life,
get your life, and he need to get one too,
right? So when you are in the you're sitting with women and they are furious, and they're giving advice, they're like, I don't know why Stephanie this, or I don't know why Terry, I would leave him right now, and all that stuff. You're doing something well.
Yes.
When you can take fictional characters and they might as well be real.
You feel like you can touch them, or they resonate with somebody you know.
Absolutely.
Or
that's the part I love.
When you sign out a book.
That is the part I love. I love that. So I'm saying here on these airways, I am available as an author who will come and we can have book discussions. Because first of all, I do discussions all the time. All the time we're having discussions. I had a group of women here yesterday, but we were doing an essay discussion, and I'm telling you, it was absolutely fabulous. So I love discussions. And I guess my daughter and I will probably put together a reading for both Someone to Love and Fragile Heart, so we can have a discussion before Deception drops, because we love doing stuff like that. Me and my daughter, we get together and we do, just like you and your daughter, we do things together.
What about reaching out to the library?
I've reached out to a few libraries.
Our own community library.
Our own community library, and I hate to say it here on these airwaves, have not been very, how can I say?
Kind to local authors?
Obviously not. Okay. But you know what? I don't know what the reason is.
Yeah.
But when other libraries are willing to give you an opportunity in your own library, and I'm not even going to mention where I live or none of that, because I don't I don't do that.
We're not doing that.
But I will say that I've been having issues with trying to get into my local library. But you know what? It is okay, because
it's okay.
It hasn't hurt me. As far as I go all over the place, and I will still go. I've been in Nyack. I've been in Charlotte.
Yes.
We went to Chicago. So me and Kiana and I, we went all over the place. Exactly. New York. I've been all over the place. So I've been doing my thing, Renee, and I've been getting out there. So I really am not going to be by
my uncle would say, No one person stops the show.
No one person stops the show.
He uses another word, but we're going to leave it clean.
No, but it's absolutely. So
yes.
I also want to say this too about deception.
Yeah.
Because you are involved with this too. So we are also, exactly. So deception will be, it'll be a book. Yes. It'll be a Kindle. Yes. But it's also going to be a dramatic audiobook.
Yes.
And I want to say dramatic because my audiobook will not just be me reading it. Yeah. I have a cast of characters, y'all, and I just want to I said I have to bring it up because Renee will be playing the role of Nora. As well as two other smaller characters, Tasha and Jade. So these are characters in my book, and Renee will be playing those characters. I have a whole cast of characters, y'all.
I am so honored.
Every single character in my book is casted, and they're going to do the reading for me. So it's going to be a dramatic reading of Deception. Yes, and I'm honored to have you. I know you've been doing a little acting, and I know that we've talked a little bit about audiobooks because I know you wanted to do your book as an audiobook. Yes. So I'm excited.
I'm so happy.
We're going to get started with our production for the audiobook. We're going to get started after the holidays because we got so much. You and I got so much stuff that we're doing.
Can we get
from
through
now
that?
on? Let's get through the holidays. But we're going to get started in January.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too, and of course I'm directing this. Of course.
Because she's a producer, director, a writer.
Exactly. So I will not be reading my own work, but I will be directing the actors who are portraying the characters. So I'm excited.
Y'all don't know.
It's like having a play where I don't have to go and do all the stuff.
This is phenomenal.
Yeah, but my daughter is telling me it still has to be a play. We have to do a play starting from Someone to Love all the way to Deception.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. The play you wrote
was Women on the Edge.
That was Women on the Edge.
Women on the Edge.
And that's not a book. That's over here. You're right, because that's not.
Yeah, Women on the Edge is over there.
That's right. Y'all, when I tell you she is multifaceted, multi-talented, you just don't know who's sitting across from me because she is that girl.
And to me, it's just what I do.
It's just what you do.
It's just what makes me come alive.
That's this is what I love about Karoline. It's just what you do.
It's just what I do. I never look at myself as being that girl.
Right.
Or, know, it's always like, I'm happiest when I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing.
Doesn't it make you feel good? It's the feel good things for me. So we know we got to pay bills and we got to do this.
Yeah, I got to go to work and I got to do all those things.
But it's the creative side, and I am nowhere near as creative as Karoline, but it's the creative side that I have that brings me the joy. Yeah. Right? Bells and bloom. Keep yourself smelling sweet. Teaching seniors or students how to make bath and body care products. All those things.
Yeah.
Having talks with people. All those things.
And you know what? Renee prefaced that with, I'm not as talented as her. And that's a lie. Okay? I let her finish. Kanye, I'm going to let you finish.
Thank you, Kanye.
Yeah,
Kanye, thank you.
I'm going to let her finish. But that is so not true. Because what I have discovered about talented people, creative people, they are creative all around. If you look around me, all this artwork is mine. I had the ladies in here yesterday, and I had Miss Eva sitting right there. She goes, "Oh my God, who did that?" And I'm like, "Who did what?" She's like, "All of that artwork that's on your wall." I'm like, "I did that." And she's like, "Oh my goodness." She goes, "I love it.
Love it."
So I feel like when for creative people, you always need a creative outlet.
That's what it is. Absolutely.
Would I call myself an artist, a painter, an artist? Yeah. No. But because I was at a standstill and I needed my creativity to flow like water, I picked up some easels and paint, and I just went to work.
And we do that. So I'm on this podcast with Karoline, right? We're co-hosts on this podcast. I don't know where the time comes from, have a podcast.
Yes, you do.
Like, when is the time? We're always busy. It is nonstop.
And
Hamilton
but
says
we
it's
need
nonstop.
to be. But we need to be always busy, though.
We have to be.
Everything is flowing inside of us. I can't ever be on a standstill. I can't ever sit down. Not because there's something. No, there's nothing wrong.
Or we're so important. Right.
Creativity must have a channel.
It is nonstop. It's nonstop.
It is nonstop. So when I'm not writing or when I'm not doing the rest of the stuff, what am I doing? I am learning. Yes. I am learning because let's keep it all the way real. I'm still a up and coming theologian. So,
yes, that's right.
So
we always have to learn.
So I'm learning. I'm taking in all of this other knowledge. It's in my head.
Yes,
I'm taking it in 24/7. I don't sleep. I'm taking it all in.
My girlfriend,
I'm taking it all in.
Would always say, "Oh my God." One day I said, "Oh God, I'm a little sleepy. I'm a little tired."
Yeah.
She said, "Well, you're doing this. You do." And when someone else tells you what you're doing, you're like, "Oh, that's a lot of stuff." When you're doing the stuff, it's like checklist. Okay, what's my next thing? Checklist. Okay, now what's my next thing? We just do it.
We just do it. This is who we are.
I parked in front of your house like for 20 minutes because we like to be on time.
Yeah.
I was sitting in my car doing the work, doing some other work. I'm like, we got to get the work done. We got to check this off. I got to make sure this is fine. It's just nonstop. We just do the things. We just do the things
because that's what we do.
We do it.
And you know what? I'm grateful.
I'm grateful. We're blessed. We're so blessed.
We are blessed. I want to thank you, Renee, for being my co-host and for all of you who are listening. You're listening to Real Talk with Real People, and this is Authors Speak with myself, Karoline Bethea-Jones. I am an author of Someone to Love, Fragile Heart, Deception, Women on the Edge, Sheltering a Woman's Heart, Shattered Dreams, Candy Colored Rainbows, and so much more, which I'm not going to just so much more. Pieces of My Heart, just so much stuff. And I'm here with Renee Marshall McKinley, who is my co-host, and she has several projects out herself. She got Bells in Bloom. She got her book Pouring. She was the story of sisterhood. Our collaboration, which was writing with friends.
Yes. And then I have Never Fear Your Fire, which is a collaboration of women too.
That's right.
We have things.
We're
blessed.
We have things, and we're so happy to be together here. I'm so glad that I connected with Renee.
Yeah.
And
years ago.
But I'm so glad that we are still connected, and this speaks a lot about who we are as people too.
Absolutely.
And who we are as people too, because we were able to really keep this connection going.
Yeah.
So we are here. We are grateful. The next time you hear our voice, we will be interviewing another artist, another author, and we're going to give our authors space to talk about themselves. So we won't talk much about ourselves, which is why we gave you as much as we can give you today, so you can know who we are. But when we start interviewing our authors, we take ourselves out of the mix because we give them the platform, and I'm grateful that we have a platform to give authors.
And if anybody has any questions about how we do the show or questions about writing, hit Karoline up.
Yeah.
If you want to be on the show, hit Karoline up.
Absolutely.
Let us know.
Absolutely.
How can they hit you up?
Well, my what can I say? My email. My email address is quite long. So I always buy husbands say, you should have found a way to shorten that.
Well, maybe we're gonna get.
But I'm gonna shorten it. But you can reach me at. I'm gonna tell you a shorter one.
Okay.
You can reach me at Novel2Go.
Yeah.
And Novel2Go is spelled NOVEL 2 GO at gmail.com.
Perfect.
You send me an email to Novel2Go at gmail.com, and I will get in touch with you because I have so many email addresses, and I'm not going to give you the long one because every time I try to say it, I'm falling over my own words here. But you can reach me. You can reach me at that email if you would like a copy of Someone to Love and Fragile Heart. Okay, and I'm also going to do what Renee did, and I'm going to set up a what did you say?
Oh,
pre-sale of Deception. I'm going to set that up in the next couple of weeks so that you guys can go ahead and you can get all, you can get Someone to Love, you can get Fragile Heart, and then you can pre-purchase deception, so that when it drops on May 20th, it'll get mailed out to you. But I want Renee right now to tell you where you can purchase her book and how you can get in touch with her. So Renee, why don't you give that information?
Sure. So our book is still live and hot on Amazon.com under Pouring a Story of Sisterhood under Renee Marshall McKinley. We are also live on Barnes and Noble, Pouring a Story of Sisterhood. Or if you see me in the street, say, girl, I need your book.
That's right.
Because we got them in the trunk.
That's right. Also, I'm a diddle that. So if you see me in the street too, listen, you can ask me because I'm going to have them. I always have them. They're in the back of my car right now. So I always have them.
We entrepreneurs for sure.
For sure. So thank you for listening to another edition of Real Talk with Real People Authors Speak. Again, my name is Karoline Bethea-Jones and my co-host is Renee Marshall McKinley. And we'll be back next time with an author. And we don't know which one we're going to have first, so it doesn't matter. We're not going to name names, but we will be back with another author. So thank you for joining us. Have a good one.